What's crazy for me is that businesses have been allowed to operate for so long without really considering the impacts of their actions. Now we've seen some pioneers who are really helping to rewrite the script on what business leadership is and helping to design products and services that are not only sustainable but also circular.
The supply chain, again, depending on the industry, would usually represent anywhere from 70 to 90% of the total greenhouse gas emissions that are involved in economic activity. The fact that we have that level of production is also a reflection of a certain level of consumption. Carbon neutrality is a somewhat problematic term because many times it's about involving carbon offsetting as a way to offset some of the carbon emissions that an organization has, and that's a problem because in a way it allows companies, instead of making real changes in the way that they make business, basically just open their checkbook, write a check to some activity elsewhere that is involved in reducing or removing carbon emissions, and that's not the way to achieve systemic change.
We're also seeing companies realize that some of their standard practices and business operations of the past are no longer resilient, not just because of COVID-19, but because of also the conflicting crisis of climate change, extreme weather events, and supply chain insecurity. And so the circular economy and many other movements are helping to provide the framework for that transformation for businesses to grow through these challenges and to use creativity as the platform for coming up with solutions that are currently probably not even thought of, so that we can deliver products and services into the economy, we can deliver value to humans, we can meet our needs, but not in ways that destroy the systems around us. Sustainable design is an umbrella term used to define the tools, tactics, and processes that designers, engineers, and product developers use to create not only products that are better for the planet, but that ultimately take a full systems perspective and consider how they can add value in unique and creative ways.
I think that the work of designers today is critical for every organization that they're part of. On the very basic level, when we talk about products, about 80% of the environmental impact of a product is locked in the design phase. I think that the question is not whether there is a business case for sustainability, but how do we make sure that businesses are embracing sustainability and do it on scale. And that is basically the challenge that we have for this decade.